I kept our tiny leftover close, exactly as I promised you I would.
Then you are ready for the step that hides behind even that leftover.
Behind the leftover that became every star and every world?
Behind it waits the very first sliver of the very first second.
The first sliver of a single second, far too small for me to picture?
Far smaller still, a slice of time too brief for any clock to catch.
And something truly happened inside a slice of time that small?
Something may have, though today I will tell it a little differently.
Differently, how from all the careful steps you have shown me?
Everything so far has been firm, written in an ink we could trust.
Ink we could lean on, one gentle step after another.
This step I will hold up in pencil, and I will say so out loud.
In pencil? So this one is more a guess than a settled fact?
A leading guess, and a lovely one, that fits the clues beautifully.
Then show me the guess, and I will hold it gently too.
Picture all there is squeezed hot and blazing into a tiny beginning.
The whole cosmos gathered into one tiny blazing beginning?
Small beyond picturing, hot beyond telling, and ready to begin.
Ready to begin what, in a slice of time that small?
Ready to stretch all at once, faster and huger than any word can hold.
The tiny beginning itself stretched in the smallest sliver of a moment?
Not the things inside it, but the very space they sat in, growing huge.
Space itself grew and carried everything along inside it?
Remember, the beginning was space stretching, never a blast in space.
The stretching we first met only turned unimaginably high.
Turned so high that a tiny beginning became a vast, smooth cosmos.
From a tiny blaze to a wide, calm cosmos in less than a heartbeat?
In far less, and that is why we call it the Great Stretch.
The great stretch when space itself opened out unimaginably fast?
The very same, and see what it would so tidily explain.
Explain, so this guess would answer things we had wondered about?
Recall the oldest light, nearly the same in every part of the sky.
The oldest glow, so evenly warm whichever way we looked?
A great stretch would have smoothed the whole cosmos that evenly.
Smoothed it out like pulling every wrinkle from a bedsheet?
Just so, stretched so far that every part came out matching.
And is there more that this one great stretch would explain?
It would also leave the whole of space looking beautifully flat.
Flat, the way a huge ball feels flat under your feet?
Exactly. Stretch anything enormously and its bumps press flat.
So even and so flat, both from the very same great stretch?
Both at once, from one idea, which is a large part of its charm.
One tidy idea, quietly answering two puzzles at the same time.
And now watch a great stretch smooth the cosmos out before you.
So the great stretch left the whole cosmos, this smooth and this even?
This even, and there is one more gift it would quietly give.
One more gift from that very same sliver of a moment?
The tiniest ripples of all, pulled up enormous by the same great stretch.
Ripples, like the faint dimples that cross a very still pond?
Fainter by far, the smallest unevenness a young cosmos could hold.
And the great stretch pulled even those tiny ripples up too?
Up to the size of the sky, and here they are, spread across it all.
Those faint little ripples, stretched until they spanned the whole sky?
And everyone became a seed, set gently into the young cosmos.
A seed, waiting quietly for something one day to grow from it?
Waiting until far later, each seed would gather into a galaxy.
The galaxies themselves grown from ripples as small as these.
That growing is a tale for another day, yet the seeds were sown here.
3 riddles, all answered by one bold and lovely idea.
One idea doing the work of 3, which is much of why it is loved.
Then is the great stretch as certain as our tiny leftover?
Here is where I hold it up in pencil and tell you plainly why.
In pencil, so this is the place where the ink runs out?
This is where we stop knowing and start our very best guessing.
Our best guessing, even for something as lovely as this?
Even so, for a lovely idea can fit the clues and still be unproven.
Unproven, so no one has quite caught the great stretch happening?
No one has, and that honest gap is just why we keep it in pencil.
But it fits so much, and surely that counts for a great deal.
It counts for plenty, yet fitting well is not the same as proven.
Then how do I tell the ink apart from the pencil right here?
The even sky, the flat space, the ripples, those we can truly see.
Those we have looked hard at and found to be really so?
Really so, firm ink, each one measured and checked with great care.
And the great stretch itself, where exactly does that one sit?
It is the single sketch we drew to explain all three at once.
A sketch to join the three together, drawn lightly in pencil?
Sketched in pencil, our finest guess at what binds them all as one.
So we can see the answers, and we guess at the reason behind them?
Beautifully put, and many thoughtful people take that guess seriously.
Seriously, and yet not everyone is quite sure of it.
Not everyone, for some are still testing it and weighing other ideas.
Other ideas? That might explain the same three riddles?
A few gentle guesses kept open while the great stretch leads the way.
So the great stretch leads the way, but walks beside a few rivals?
And so I hold that whole idea like this, gently in pencil.
Held gently, as a thing you treasure but do not yet own?
Treasured all the more because it is honest about what we do not know.
It feels braver somehow to call a guess a guess.
It is the bravest move of all, and it keeps the whole story honest.
So admitting we are unsure is what makes the rest worth trusting.
Just so, for if I dressed a guess as a fact, you could trust nothing.
Then I could never tell which parts were truly solid.
And so we mark the pencil plainly, and the ink stays trustworthy.
The great stretch in pencil, and the three plain answers in ink.
That is the whole of it, kept clear and kept honest between us.
And is it strange to love an idea we cannot yet prove?
Not strange at all. A good guess is a lantern for the road ahead.
A lantern showing us where to look for the proof one day?
Exactly, and clever people are searching for that light even now.
So this is the boldest idea you have ever shown me?
The boldest by far, a whole cosmos smoothed in a sliver of a moment.
And we carry it lightly, without ever pretending to be sure?
Lightly and gladly, with open eyes, the truest kind of wonder there is.
The truest wonder, holding a guess and marveling at it still?
Marveling most of all because we stay honest that we are still learning.
Still learning, one careful and patient step at a time.
And that patience is not the smaller thing, but the braver one.
A braver thing, to say plainly this is our best idea so far.
The best we have yet, and a lovely one to hold up together.
Together, holding a bright guess up to the light.
Held to the light just where a brave idea most belongs.
Is there a step even further back than this great stretch?
One step further waits at the very honest edge of the beginning.
The honest edge? Where even our best sketches run out?
The place where knowing itself grows quiet, and we simply say so.
Say what? When even the pencil has nothing left to draw?
That we do not know what came before, or if before even has a meaning.
A quiet wall at the very start, where the questions go still?
A gentle wall, and next time we will stand quietly before it.
Then I will keep the great stretch in pencil until we meet.
Keep it lightly, and carry its wonder wherever you go.
I will hold it gladly, a guess and a marvel both at once.
Well held, and bring a friend to hold one alongside you.
I will bring a friend to wonder at the great stretch too.
Then follow along and be here when we reach the honest edge.
Be here when even the sketches gently run out. Follow along and step with us to the very edge of the story.
Season 3 keeps following the light all the way home.
All the way home, one honest step at a time.